A very good afternoon to everyone. Today's topic is vitamin, the fourth major biomolecule that is very important for a number of functioning and metabolism in a living organism. Coming to the vitamins. Vitamins are the organic compounds which are required in very trace amounts in an organism to perform a specific function. They are not synthesized by humans and they can be obtained only by the diet. So we have to always take a diet that is filled with a number of vitamins that are required by our body. Vitamins are classified according to their solubility and the functions they perform during the metabolism process. Based on these two categories, they are of two types, water soluble and fat soluble. The vitamins which are soluble in water are known as water soluble vitamins, and the vitamins which are soluble in fat are known as fat soluble vitamins. So vitamins can be categorized into two types, water and fat soluble vitamins. The classification of vitamins is water soluble and fat soluble. Water soluble vitamins include total 9 vitamins, that is thiamine, vitamin vitamin B1, riboflavin, vitamin B2, niacin, vitamin B3, pantothenic acid, vitamin B5, folic acid, vitamin B9, biotin, vitamin B7, cobalamin, vitamin B12, pyridoxine, vitamin B6 and ascorbic acid, that is vitamin C. Now the fat soluble vitamins include vitamin A, D, E, K. Vitamin A is called as retinol and it includes only 4 vitamins, that is retinol, vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin E and vitamin K. So the total vitamins that are present in our body is 13. 9 is water soluble and 4 are fat soluble. Now the detailed study of vitamins. First we will study about the water soluble vitamins. It includes vitamin B1. It is also called as thiamine, and the most biologically active form of vitamin B1, thiamine, is TPP, that is thiamine pyrophosphate, and this biologically active form of thiamine TPP is formed by the transfer of a pyrophosphate group from ATP molecule to thiamine, and so it forms this active vitamin B1. The second one is vitamin B2. It is also called as riboflavin and it is the constituent of flavin mononucleotide. In short, it is called as FMN, and it is also a constituent of flavin adenine dinucleotide or FAD, the two energy currency molecules in a biologically active organism. The next vitamin is vitamin B3, that is niacin. It is also called as nicotinic acid. It is the substituted pyridine derivative. When we substitute a molecule in pyridine, then it forms nicotinic acid. The most active biological form of nicotinic acid or vitamin B3 are 3 in number, and the first one is nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide, also called as NAD+. The second is phosphorylated form of NAD+. The third one is nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide phosphate, that is NADP+. So the vitamin B3 or niacin or nicotinic acid that has 3 biologically active form, NADP+, the phosphorylated form of NAD+, and NADP+ in our body. The next vitamin is vitamin B7, also called as biotin. The biologically active form of biotin in our body is biocytin, and it plays very crucial role in performing all the carboxylation reactions in our body. So vitamin B3 and vitamin B7 are important for the biological functions in our body. The next vitamin is vitamin B5. It is also called as pantothenic acid, and it is the component of coenzyme A. Coenzyme A participates in a number of reactions and form a number of molecules. It is responsible for the transfer of acyl groups to different molecules, and that acyl group is RC double bond OH or RC double bond O R2, where R represent any number of methyl groups attached to the carboxyl groups. So vitamin B5 is pantothenic acid, and it is the component of coenzyme A that is responsible for the transfer of acyl groups to different molecules. The next vitamin is vitamin B9. It is also called as folic acid. Folic acid is formed when a pterine ring is attached to p-aminobenzoic acid on one side, and on the other side it is conjugated with one or more glutamic acid residues. Means when a pterine ring has PABA molecule and on the another side it has one or more than one glutamic acid residue, then that structure is called as folic acid. The most biologically active form of vitamin B9 is THF, that is tetrahydrofolate, and it is involved in the formation of purines and thymidylate that further forms the DNA molecules in our body. So vitamin B5 pantothenic acid and vitamin B9 folic acid are also very important for the biological activities in our body. The next vitamin is vitamin B12. It is also called as cobalamin. It has two components in its structure. The first component in its structure is corine ring system, and the second component is 5,6-dimethylbenzenadole ribonucleotide. The two components together form the vitamin B12 or cobalamin. Cobalamin is involved in two important functions. The first important function is intramolecular rearrangement, means the arrangement in a molecule to form the isomer or different form of structure, and it includes the example of isomerization of methyl malonyl coenzyme A. Methyl malonyl coenzyme A rearranges its groups and form a different isomer, and cobalamin helps this molecule to form the isomer of it. The second important function it performs is methyl group transfer or CH3 group transfer during the synthesis of methionine molecule, and the methionine is the simplest amino acid that is involved in the synthesis of protein from mRNA. So the cobalamin or vitamin B12 has two components in its structure, and it performs two important major functions that include the intramolecular rearrangement and methyl group transfer in our body. The next vitamin is vitamin B6. It is also called as pyridoxine. In collective form, it is called as pyridoxal and pyridoxamine, means it can be called as pyridoxine or pyridoxal or pyridoxamine. It is the derivative of a basic molecule that is pyridine, and the naming of different forms of vitamin B6 is dependent on the different functional groups that are attached to that basic molecules. Means there is a basic molecule that is called pyridine, and if different molecules are attached to it, the naming of that form of vitamin B6 differ. In plants, only a single form of vitamin B6 that is called pyridoxine is found, while in animals the two different forms of vitamin B6 are found, that is pyridoxal and pyridoxamine. Means the total three forms of vitamin B6, pyridoxine that is present in plants, and pyridoxal and pyridoxamine are present in animals. Vitamin B6 is involved in a number of biological reactions that is catalyzed by enzymes in plants or animals. Means if a reaction is catalyzed by enzymes, then only vitamin B6 is involved in that reaction, and it includes the example of transamination, means transfer of a amine group from one molecule to another molecule, aldol reaction, beta and gamma elimination, means elimination of a molecule of a group from a long molecule, long hydrocarbon chain, or a long molecule that has a specific functional group or any group at its beta or gamma positions, then that reaction is catalyzed by vitamin B6. It is also involved in alpha and beta decarboxylation reaction. The last water soluble vitamin we have to study is vitamin C. It is also called as ascorbic acid and it is present in plants and animals. It is called as anti-scurvy vitamin because it protects an organism from a disease that is called scurvy, in which an organism suffer with bleeding gums. If there is a loss or there is the absence of vitamin C in an organism, then that organism will have defective connective tissue. Connective tissue is a special tissue in our body that connects the bone and muscles in our body and the different organs together. Vitamin C is a small carbohydrate molecule and it acts as a reducing agent, means wherever it is present, it removes the oxygen molecule from it. In human, primate, some birds and fishes, this vitamin C cannot be synthesized, and it is due to the absence of a special enzyme that is called as L-glucogamma-lactone oxidase. This enzyme is not present in our body, so we are not able to synthesize vitamin C and we have to take it from diet. The basic or the most important reaction that is performed by vitamin C is hydroxylation reaction, and it includes the example of hydroxylation of prolyl and lysyl residues of collagen. Collagen is a special tissue that forms the connective tissue of our body that connects the whole system of our body. So if we are lacking in vitamin C, we can have scurvy disease and we will have defective connective tissue in our body. So vitamin C is very important and it is the last water soluble vitamin we have studied.